Today we're going to be doing redstone. This is just going to be a basic redstone tutorial. So first up we have just regular old redstone dust. You can get it from a block of redstone, which when you interact with it kind of lights up like this. But if you mine a block of redstone, you get a few pieces of redstone, which either can look like this, or when you right click on them, they look like this. Redstone is very useful, and it can serve a lot of purposes. This redstone, you can have redstone in kind of like a grid like this. You can have it go up and down, you can have it turn, you can get all over the place. It's just an example. You place on the ground by right clicking on the ground. It technically occupies a block, so if I wanted to put something above here, this would happen. So I'm sure there are things to fix that. There aren't really anything to fix the one block thing, so you can't place anything else in the block. Next up, we have redstone blocks. Redstone blocks always have redstone power coming out of them. For example, when I attach this to here, it becomes red, which means it's highlighted. This emits a power of 15, so redstone will go 15 blocks this way before it stops. And when it's about this color, it will mean that it stopped right here. So redstone blocks you can get from putting 15 of these blocks of redstone in the crafting table. 5 redstone dust. 9 redstone dust in a crafting table, or you can get it from the creative inventory. Next up is a redstone lamp. Lamps light up whenever they have a redstone signal. It doesn't change depending on the signal coming into it. For example, since I connected this to here, it means that this will light up. Over here in this thing, I can show you. Also, redstone, at least in Java Edition, will emit these red particles so you know when it's ready. But since, see, it does not change color. It looks very nice and light. Next up is pistons. These pistons push blocks. This right here is a sticky piston, and this is a piston. You can craft you need a piston if you want to craft a sticky piston. So this is a piston right here, and the difference between a sticky piston, by the way, this is what this is, and a regular piston is pulling things back. So if I have this push, it will not pull it back. But on this thing, if I connect it to here, it will push and then it will pull back, like that. So most things they will not change if you give them a specific output. That's some more advanced things, because even if it's just the end, if it's been a long time, it would still run like this. Next up is the Redstone Torch. That's what this is. Its output puts out 15 makes it redstone be able to go for 15 blocks. This is called input. It's the same thing as this. So it inputs 15. This is output, so it pushes the block. So when there's the redstone block there, it pushes out the block. But there's some more examples in later videos. So this redstone torch has another special property. When it's on the side of the block like this, if you put power on the other side of the block, it turns off. This is the only power source that can be turned on and off. Because redstone blocks, they can't be turned on and off. They're just always power. So you see this piston is pushing when this is on. So this is the color of a torch. It's lighter color. It's a darker color and does not have particles like that. There's another thing you can do. You can sort of make towers with this redstone. If you put it here, now this is lit up, so you can have some redstone come from here whenever something is over there. Next, we should have the other things. By the way, all these things will be found in the Redstone tab. some of these things aren't needed for right now. Another some other things that you could have are a button which has the same open for which emits a power signal of 15 for a specific amount of time, a lever, and a pressure plate. A lever stays on for a while. So oak pressure plate stays on while you're standing on it and a little bit after. Oh, a button, when you can right click on it and have it depressed for a while, which it's a redstone signal. And a lever, it stays on for a while. See that you know it's turning on when the redstone, that little red thing pops up. So redstone button stays on for, I think it's 1.5. This stays on until it's done. The lever stays on while you click it, that side. So now we're gonna make a simple door out of sticky piston. This is perfect. So this is perfect for base doors. So here's an example base. You can have walls like this, and this is your tunnel. So you want to have for this thing you want to have a 4x4 space like this. And then you also want to place stone blocks or whatever block you want to use in front of these pistons. It's there, so you can't tell it's there. Oh, another feature about oak pressure plates is you can place redstone signal underneath them, which is one block underneath, and it will still activate. Like that. It's kind of hard to see though. Now I can have the redstone signal. We can have the redstone signal go around and up to both of these. The pistons over here. When you have a stone block or any block in the middle of them like this, when you stand on this will push like that. And then we can do the same thing for the other side. But we don't want it to just open when you stand on the pressure plate because we want it to be closed until then. So that's why we have the redstone torches. Remember how a little while ago I was talking about this thing over here, where if you turn this on, if there's power, this turned off, but all the other time it was on. So we can do the same thing for that over here. We can have this be here, so now it looks like it's always on. And do the same thing for this side. Now when we stand on it, it will open. Just like that. And we can also do the same thing on this other side. So, there you have it. This is the simple guide to redstone. I hope that you'll use it and have fun with redstone. That's always a good idea. There will be another video describing how to do some other things such as repeaters and comparators, but that's for later. Make sure to have your redstone, if you want to make it on the other side, make sure you have your redstone wire come back here. So you see it doesn't make the whole way around. This is a good idea to introduce repeaters right now. So this is a repeater. You can craft it out of some redstone stuff. I really don't know. Repeaters when you have a signal coming in, they recharge it. For example, if I put this here in our door, you see how it becomes bright red just after that? So it's always a good idea to do it, except it makes the redstone pause for a tick. A tick is a unit of time equal to 1/20th of a second. So you can also use it to make things take longer by right clicking on it. It's a lot of good things using that. So, and you can also use it if you don't want, for example, this to intrude. If this is connecting to here, it's not going to get past because computers only go one way. So make sure to remember that if you want to do that. Another thing you can do is just have that redstone torch there twice. Something like something like this. You have, I mean, this works too. Just a little bit easier to have repeaters. This is always an option though if you don't want to use a repeater and have a delay. So now we open on this side. So also make sure it's going into the block when you're using these redstone things. I did not remember to do that, and now that did not work. There. Maybe sometimes it's a better idea to use a lever to keep it open. The things how to use a lever and stuff like this will be used in the next. We